In the quiet village of Adamo, a surprising tradition had long been practiced. Any woman who refused a suitor was shunned and cast out. The village believed this was a necessary custom to maintain harmony and order. But when a group of brave ladies dared to defy this tradition, their courage sparked a series of events that would change their village forever. It was a normal evening in Adamo. The sun was setting, painting the sky with shades of purple and orange. The village was getting ready for bed, with the soft sound of crickets in the air. But as the last light disappeared, a strange glow started coming from Grandma Zuri's kitchen, at the edge of the village. The villagers hurried by, avoiding the kitchen's mysterious light. The village had always had a tradition. Any woman who rejected a suitor was considered cursed. The elders believed that this curse would bring misfortune to the village. The ladies who defied this rule were shunned and forced to leave, never to return. This practice had been in place for generations, and it was a source of great fear and respect among the villagers. One day, a brave group of women, led by the determined Adamo, decided they would no longer accept this cruel tradition. They were tired of the fear and isolation that came with rejecting suitors. Adamo gathered her friends and spoke passionately about standing up for their rights and challenging the status quo. Her words ignited a fire in the hearts of the women, and they resolved to confront the elders, their hearts pounding with a mix of fear and hope. They made their case, arguing that the tradition was unfair and harmful. The elders listened, their faces stern and unmoved. They insisted that the tradition was sacred and necessary for the village's prosperity. Despite their pleas, the women were rejected and told they would face the consequences of their rebellion. The rejected ladies were cast out of the village and forced to live in the nearby forest. They built makeshift homes and tried to adapt to their new life. Despite their isolation, they remained strong and supportive of each other. They found solace in their newfound freedom and in the bonds they had formed. As they settled into their new life, they discovered the forest held secrets that would change everything. As the days turned into weeks, strange things began to happen in the village. The crops started to wither, and illnesses spread among the villagers. The once thriving community was now facing a series of misfortunes. The elders, fearing that the curse from the rejected women had taken hold, sought out a way to remedy the situation. Desperation began to set in as the village's problems grew worse. In the forest, the women discovered a hidden cave filled with ancient artifacts and inscriptions. Among these, they found a scroll that detailed an old prophecy. The scroll revealed that the curse could be lifted only by an act of bravery and unity. The women realized that their exile was part of a greater plan to save the village. They decided to return and use the knowledge they had gained to help their community. The women returned to the village, determined to prove that their actions had been for the greater good. They presented the scroll to the elders and explained the prophecy. The villagers, seeing the women's bravery and the truth behind the prophecy, began to question their old beliefs. The elders, initially resistant, were eventually swayed by the compelling evidence and the women's sincere intentions. The village elders, now convinced of the women's sincerity, decided to lift the curse and reintegrate the ladies back into the community. The village began to heal as the crops started to recover and the illnesses subsided. The once feared tradition was abolished, and the village embraced a new era of understanding and respect. The women were celebrated as heroes for their courage and for breaking free from the old customs. Despite the newfound harmony, some villagers remained skeptical. They whispered among themselves, questioning whether the changes were truly for the better or if something more sinister was at play. The fear of the unknown lingered, and the village was left to navigate its new reality, While still grappling with the shadows of the past, the elders continued to work on reassuring the community and addressing lingering doubts. To address the remaining doubts, the village elders called for a special gathering. They wanted to ensure that the entire community understood the changes and embraced the new ways. During the gathering, the women shared detailed accounts of their experiences and the lessons they had learned. The elders also unveiled an ancient scroll found in the forest, which detailed the curse and the prophecy, further validating the women's bravery. As the village adjusted to the new reality, positive changes began to take shape. The fields flourished and the animals grew healthy. The village, now more united and forward-thinking, began to thrive. The lessons learned from the rejection and the curse had a profound impact, teaching everyone the value of courage, wisdom, and questioning old traditions. The village's prosperity was a testament to their newfound understanding and unity. The rejected suitors, having recovered from their illnesses, became allies in the village's new chapter. They supported the women and acknowledged their contributions to the village's well-being. The once rival suitors and the women who had rejected them now worked together on community projects, fostering a spirit of cooperation and mutual respect. This newfound harmony was a testament to the village's ability to adapt and grow from its past experiences. Years later, the story of the rejection and the curse became a cherished legend passed down through generations. Parents told their children about the bravery of the village ladies and the importance of standing up for what one believes is right. The legend served as a reminder of the strength that comes from unity and understanding, and it continued to inspire the village to approach challenges with courage and an open mind. In the present day, the village of Adamo stands as a thriving community, respected for its traditions and its ability to embrace change. The once feared forest is now a place of pilgrimage for those seeking wisdom and inspiration from the legendary tale. The women who had been rejected and their descendants are celebrated as heroes, and their story is a powerful example of how even the most unbelievable rejections can lead to great victories and transformations. As the legend grew, the village began to attract visitors from far and wide. These visitors came to learn about the village's transformation and the brave women who challenged the old ways. The story of their courage became a beacon of hope for those facing their own struggles, and the village of Adamo gained a reputation as a place where old traditions were questioned and new beginnings were embraced. With the village's newfound fame, cultural festivals were organized to celebrate the legacy of the women. The festivals included storytelling sessions where elders recounted the tale of the rejection and the prophecy. Music, dance, and feasting became central to the celebrations, and the village thrived as a center of cultural exchange and celebration. The impact of the women's bravery extended beyond the village. Their story inspired neighboring communities to reevaluate their own traditions and practices. Many began to question old customs that they had previously accepted without question. The ripple effect of Adamo's transformation was felt throughout the region, leading to a broader movement towards understanding and change. As the years passed, the village established a tradition of honoring those who stood up for change and progress. The annual celebration of the women's bravery became a time for reflecting on the lessons learned and recognizing individuals who embodied the spirit of courage and unity. The village became a symbol of hope and progress, and its story continued to inspire future generations. The forest, once a place of exile, became a symbol of hope and renewal. The cave where the women had discovered the scroll was preserved as a historical site. Visitors came to see the place where the prophecy had been found and to learn about the village's transformation. The forest was no longer a place of fear but a reminder of the power of knowledge and bravery. In the heart of the village, a monument was erected to commemorate the courage of the women and the lessons learned from their struggle. The monument was adorned with inscriptions of the prophecy and symbols of unity. It stood as a permanent reminder of the village's journey from tradition to enlightenment, and it became a place of reflection for all who visited. The legacy of the village ladies continued to thrive in the stories told around the world. Scholars and storytellers came to Adamo to study the impact of the women's actions and to learn from their example. The village became a center for research and dialogue about the power of challenging unjust traditions and the importance of courage in the face of adversity. Today, the village of Adamo remains a thriving example of how embracing change and questioning old traditions can lead to profound transformation. The story of the rejection and the prophecy serves as a powerful lesson in bravery, unity, and the importance of standing up for what is right. The village's journey from fear to understanding is a testament to the strength of the human spirit and the enduring power of hope. The tale of the village ladies and their unbelievable rejection teaches us that even in the face of adversity and misunderstanding, there is a path to redemption and growth. It reminds us that courage, unity, and a willingness to question outdated traditions can lead to remarkable changes and a better future. The story of Adamo stands as a powerful example of how standing up for what is right can transform not only our own lives, but also the lives of those around us.